than other stuff. Okay, so before we begin, does anybody want to share how have you been doing this week, and how was your days, and maybe you want to tell a joke or anything? Come on, go ahead, share your story. Nobody? Nobody? Yeah. I'm sorry, what did you say? You're still in internship? I'm sorry, it's not clear. Oh, you are outside right now. Okay. Oh, oh, wow. You got a late, are you like have like a late shift or something? Oh, okay, okay. I cannot see. Hold on a second. Who's talking? I cannot see who's talking. Can you share me? Who's this? I mean, I can't see who talking. All right. Okay then. Yeah, but are you able to follow up? To follow? Oh, okay. All right then. Okay, thank you. Thank you for sharing your I mean, your situation. But in future, if you know that you have something like this coming up, it is okay. Feel free to, to let us know, um, prior the meeting or the event, so we maybe we can try to accommodate or whatnot. Okay. That's just so you know. So if so this is a good example. Like when you have appointments or meetings or events that you committed to attend, and you know that I won't be able to make it for the first half an hour or for the first hour. It's okay if you don't want to talk in the group, right? You can always reach out personally to the person who hosts the event, like, hey, I won't be able to attend fully because I need still to do such things. Okay. But yeah, I really appreciate that you sharing this information with us. Thank you. All right. So it seems that everybody is here. I mean, not everybody. I mean, everybody who wants to participate. Let me. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, ma'am, we can see it well.
Okay, that's great. I'm sorry. I always have what is it the term gaptech. I know I work in the tech industry, but I don't use Zoom regularly, so it's kind of like it's gaptech. Like I'm gaptech right now with Zoom. We have a Usually we use a WebEx or a different application at my work. All right, so let's get started. Resume workshop, and thank you again for attending. Um, so what is in, and then also for those who already submitted the application, the resume, we've been we reviewed, we screened already, and that's the reason for us wants to do the resume workshop as well, so you know how we how we build a resume, how we what we need to write and whatnot. Okay. All right, let me start to play. All right. Oh, okay. So let's start with the what is a resume? What is it actually? So I know in other countries, includes Indonesia, usually you use curriculum vitae, right? But for applying jobs or internship in the United States, we use the term resume. Curriculum vitae is here in the United States is something that, for example, you want to tell more about yourself, about your life. It's more like a biography. So what is a resume? It's a summary of your qualifications. So what is like a qualification? It's like skills, your skill sets, your experience, like, and maybe your contact informations. So anything that is related to you. And then also it's a formal document to demonstrate how you meet, sorry, okay, how you meet the employer needs. So this is the second part. Just read again. It's a formal document to demonstrate. Sorry, I have a typo here. Can somebody, not typo, but it's incorrect grammar. Can anybody point out? Does anyone know? I made a mistake on one word here. Can anybody point out? You can just speak up like usual. Feel free to
To
speak up.
demonstrate. It should
That
be
is
to
correct.
demonstrate.
That is correct. Come on, Stephanie. It's not. Come on, you're not the participant.
My bad. Just to push them who are quiet. Come on, guys.
Yeah. And I was like, wow. Okay, so yeah, that is why my it seems like my spell check's not did a good job. Okay, so yeah, how you meet the employer needs. The third one, this is a powerful marketing tool to get an interview. So for all of those, why you have to write a resume? Because you just want to get an interview. So how to get an interview, right? So that is the next step. Okay. Again, this three items hopefully can, like please digest first. Resume, it's a summary of my qualification that demonstrates how you meet the employer needs for me to get an interview, right? So how you put it all together to get an interview. All right, so what is the next step then? Okay, let's collect the data. So collecting your data, it's your contact information, your education, your experience, your skills, and maybe you have additional information like you got an award, your relevant activities, or any outreach programs. So let's go to the first item, contact information. All right, this is very important. In your resume, you need to put your full name. All right, your full name, your legal name. email address these days is like 99% of the employers, they need your email address. And your permanent address, your official permanent address where you live. If you can also put your campus address, phone number, and if you have any portfolios or like a LinkedIn, you can put the URLs as well. Right. So the second one is your education information. So the way you list your education is always start with the highest degree. All right. So maybe some of you like, for example, before you attending this the bachelor degree, maybe you already earned associate degree or a diploma, right? Maybe D2, D3, or whatever, or any other courses. So you list the highest first. If your highest is like you still currently enroll in bachelor degree, that's what you want to put it on the top of the list. Like the name of school, the degree you earned if you already earned, or the major or minor that you still currently enrolled. And if you're still currently enrolled, well, most of you here, you need to put the expected graduation date. All right. And last but not this is last but not last, but we already addressed this GPA thing in the past workshop. If like really, if your GPA is this is optional only when you have awesome GPA, right? Like if you have like a above like a 3.4 or something like that. I know there is no written consensus, but if your GPA is like 2.8, what is good, right? Like it's not good at all. So, but if like you earn like honorary or like a 4.0, 3.8, yeah, that is like a showcase for you. Like you want to show it off. All right. Third one is your experience. So experience here means the relevant experience, like your internship, your a job experience, your work experience, and needs to be listed in reverse chronological order. So what kind of data that you need? You need to get, what is the job title is, the company name. Again, this is like all official names, okay? Do not try to, oh, I want to look cool. Like the job title, for example, my job title is not look cool. It's not like that. It's not about looks cool or not. What is or what was the job title that you did? It's not like because it looks cool or not. And the dates of experience. And make sure when you have the dates of experience, it's not only the year, but at least it's very at least month and year, and describe the job and duties. All right. Any questions so far? All good? Nobody's falling asleep yet?
Still here, ma'am.
Okay, good. Oh, wow. I love your your tone of voice. Very like I mean, at 10:30 my voice is not like that. All right, next. Okay, significant accomplishments and contributions. So this is very important. Okay. All right. I have so many accomplishments in my life. Like I want, for example, I want, what is the games like at the Independence Day? Like usually you do like a 17 belasan and then you won lomba makan kerupuk or something. No, it's not that kind of accomplishments, okay? Like you don't need to list everything, all right? Only when they are relevant. So you need to pick, like if you have so many, I have like a 100 list of accomplishments. Please only list that is like relevant to the job, right? Because the company out there, they only have 10 to 15 minutes. That's the most. Like right now, they are using a software. It's just to screen your resume. So if you put too many, they're like, and then nothing match with the job, then like, okay, forget this person. All right. So the next one is collect your skills. Again, a list only the skills you can perform with little or no supervision. It means you are mastering it, like you are at the level that you can do this. Like you don't need to learn again. Like you don't need another like what is it like a 1 or 2 months to learn the skills. No, like you need to master the skills when you list the skills. So what kind of skills that I can list? Functional, personal, or maybe knowledge base. So there is a reference that you know that you can use. There's a list how to identify your skills. I will let me share really quick. Hold on a second. Oh, I will share my screen in a moment. All right, I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Let me go back. Just give me a moment. All right, screen. Where is the, oh, it's here. Screen, okay, Safari. All right. All right, you can see the, all right. So this is the, I'll share with you later. Maybe I can just chat this one on the chat. This is the skills reference. If you have a computer or any tablets, and then you can open that links. All right. So this is like the list of skills that you can, like it's a guidelines for you, like you can use to identify what is your functional skills. So you can try to identify, this is the exercise, the worksheet for you. Oh yeah, I'm like this, and then list top 6 of those, like train, consult, analyze, research, plan, and organize. This is functional skills. Okay. And then as you scroll down, and you will find the personal skills inventory. See, use this. This is like a powerful adjective skills that you can use, but again, match with the job. Yeah, I heard somebody talking. Do you have any question? All right. And this is the knowledge space that you can also use. Okay. So I share the link with you already on the chat, so you can use it. And does anybody have any question so far? Okay. Oh, let me share again. Let me share my presentation again. All right. Okay, so we already go through this skill. All right. The next one is honors activities or any outreach. So you can, of course, you can put your like if you've been awarded in such shots, you can put it here. You got grants from the government or from anybody or scholarship, you can also put it here. And make sure you include it like in a description and the year that you received. And please highlight more when you got scholarships and grant. Merit based means based on academic, based on your academic. Okay. All right. Before we move to the next item, everybody good? Okay. The next one is tailor and format your resume. So you got all the data, right? You got the data, you have all your contact information, you have the list of experience, you have skills, you have your list of honors. So you got them all right? So now, what does it mean, tailor and format? First step is decide on your story. Okay, let's watch this slide. Decide on your story. What is the message that you want to tell the employer? First, you need in your mind, what is the employer looking for? Right? What are they looking for? It's not what you're looking for, it's what are they looking for. Know your audience. So in order to understand what the employer is looking for, you need to know them. Who are they? Who's this? What is this company? What is the job or the role about? Okay. Again, it's not about you, it's about them, because you want to join them, you want to go with them, right? So you need to know who they are. So how am I doing this? Okay, so when you take a look at your the job posting, there is like a responsibilities, right? The list of responsibilities. Oh, for example, we need people who will be responsible for this, such this, such this. So take a look at the list of responsibilities to understand the employer. The second one, I know that there is a job fair, right? So maybe like the same role. So here's the thing. So when you find a job posting and you don't understand what is it about, why only like I cannot find any other information, it's very limited. What you can do is you can always Google or search the similar role in other jobs. So for example, you only want to go to company A, but their job description is not clear enough. It doesn't provide you good information, like how I built my resume with this limited resources, right? So what you do is to find other job posting that have similar role, okay, in other companies, like maybe company B, C, D, but you're targeting company A, you're not targeting company B, C, D, E, but you can use their job descriptions to help you to build, to understand your audience. All right. And then maybe company A that you applying for, they have like they participating in the job fairs, maybe not just job fair, in your school only, maybe the job fair in other places, in other schools. I don't know how it works in Indonesia, but I don't know if you have like a public job fair. Do you have like a public job fair, or the job fair is only in your school?
Sometimes it happens uh, in months, ma'am. Like in Tunjungan Plaza has ever a job fair.
Oh, okay. Like a
Yeah.
for public, right? And anybody
Yeah.
can.
I
Oh,
ever joined a job fair maybe 2 months ago. It held on Alun-Alun Sidoarjo. So,
oh,
but I don't require, and I'm not looking for a job fair. So yeah, I just pass it.
okay, okay, good to know. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah,
Yeah.
see, like the job fair is not only in your school, right? In other places too. So you can also like, if the company A you're targeting is not there, you can still visit job fair. Maybe the same companies and the different companies, but they have the same or similar roles that you targeting for this company A, right? So yeah, or go to job fairs, maybe you find something else over there too. It's good to talk to recruiters. It's good to talk to companies that are hiring, to get to know what they are looking for. Sometimes maybe it's not like a specific role, but in generic, like you can just talk with the recruiters. Hey, like just talk like what kind of the industry, like what are you looking for, what is like the skills that you're looking for, and stuff. You never know. you know um I have like my coworker got a job because he went to the job fair. He didn't plan it. He was like actually taking his sister, and then he was like looking around and then found like, oh, this is interesting, and talking to recruiter, and it seems he's got the skill set that the recruiter's looking for. So it ended up the recruiter asked him like to apply, and he was like, but I don't have any resume. I didn't plan to apply anything. Like I was just taking my sister. And then like, it's okay. Well, here we have the computer. You can just submit your name, and then you can do it at home later. At least you can just put your name here, and then we can reach out to you. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. Okay, so endless possibilities. All right, so what's next? How, in order to know your audience, okay, you understand the job responsibilities, you got those, you attended job fair, making contacts with recruiters. And the next one is you can follow them on social media. The means like the employer, the companies that you're targeting for, right? You can, maybe they have Twitter, you can follow. I don't have Twitter account. Oh, create a Twitter account just to follow them because you want to know about them or about a specific role. Follow the company on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and then the most important is in LinkedIn, right? Okay, so still awake? Time check here. All right.
Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
Okay, good to know. Well, you are young and restless, right? So you still have the all the energy. All right. So we have some tips for you when you tell your story. Make it easy for the employer to see that you fit with the job. Okay, so make it easy. Like, it means when you see the job descriptions, try to match as much as you can using the keywords. And I already shared with you the list of like how you do the personal skill, like how you want to tell about your skills. So there's an exercise for that. So yeah, just make it easy. Like, do not try to be too much creative here. Okay, and then always never assume they will know what you meant. Like, be specific. Like, um I think in some resumes we see like Chat Dunning. awarded with the Chat Dunning, or awarded with like a very what is it? Geographic or cultural award that maybe only you and the people who live there know. Like if you apply to like a Google or Yahoo, and then you didn't describe or give source or give more context, what is chat mean, for example? What is that? Like, they they can't relate it. And then believe me, maybe before hit their desk, because they're using the software, it's not gonna even pick up at the software. It's not like recognizable. And use action verbs to demonstrate what you have accomplished. Okay, I will share the more about this. This is the one that I keep telling, match with the job. It means use the keywords from the job posting. Okay, because right now, again, they're using a software to screen all of the resumes. So this is, I mentioned before, if the job posting is very limited, find similar job to use as a guide. Okay, and I have the verb list as well. I will share it later. All right, so this is before we moving to the second part. Does anybody have any question or need a break? All good? Okay. So describe your experience to match with the job. So there is what is it? I attended resume writing at Stanford a while ago, and this is what they said, like use CAR, CAR, context. Okay, when you describe your experience, please understand the context. You need to provide the context, like the name of organization and title, who you work with. Okay. A is for actions, what you did and how you did it, and what type of relevant skills that you used. So, for example, you applying to be a nurse, right? But your action verbs, okay, first of all, you never work in the at the hospital or any medical facilities, but you want to apply for this nurse position because in the past, even though you never work at the like a real hospital, but you've been having experience related to like medical NGOs or health clinics, like a little offices, or even at school, right? So not necessarily a big hospital. So you want to apply to be a nurse at the big hospital. So maybe the context is not like really like you never work in the like big hospital before, but it's fine. But then the action verbs that you can do is to match with the skills that the job needs. Okay. So if you have a job that doesn't, if you have skills that doesn't match with the what a nurse needs, do not even bother to put it. Okay, because that's not relevant. The next one is results. So when you describe your experience, not just saying, oh, I did this, I did that, but be specific with the result. For example, increase, for example, you are a business or salesman, right? You're working in that industry, you have those role, I mean, for example, tech industry as a business or salesman, and you, y- the action verbs and results that you want to say is not just like um let my team to maybe improve the sales of the year. That's it. It's not enough. You need to put how much did you improve. For example, 80% efficiency, for example, like that. So you need to put a statistic. We love stats, and especially like I don't know Indonesia, but I think it's relevant to globally. We love statistic. We want to see numbers, especially if you work in the like business and sales, marketing, all about numbers. We want to see it. um, or even though like if you are a software engineer, you can still put statistic. For example, you increase the volume of your CPU up to 90%, for example, like that. So you can always put statistic like a numbers in your resume. All right. Any question? No? Later we can go to the resume, okay? So format resume to help the content stand out. Okay, this is the fun part. Okay, so remember that you have your own data. Everything is already matched with what the job needs. You already have them. So now, okay, I write everything. So you wrote everything in the piece of paper or, on your computer. I mean, you wrote it everything. And okay, now what? Okay, so how first the layout? Please, margins and spacing. This is very important. If you have like everything left aligned, you do it left aligned. If you use bullet point, and then if it's circle, use all circle. Do not mix like one section using circle, another section using a square, and then another one using a finger point. Like it's too much. Okay, and the margin is and the spacing, font, have to be the same. Okay. The second one is the linguistic. Maybe if you, I think these days. Okay, let me ask you questions. Did anyone apply for job or a job yet so far? For real? Okay, so when you applied for job in Indonesia, do you use Indonesian or English?
I using English.
Oh, so English right now is the like the normal way. Is that correct?
It's not the normal way in Indonesia, but so many companies say that they open bigger opportunities to the interviewee that have English capability. So I write all of my resume and portfolios in English.
Awesome. That's good to know. Yeah. And then another way of to find out is like if the job is posted in English, right? Of course, you apply it in English, right? It doesn't make sense if the job is posted in English and you apply it in Indonesian, right? So I think most jobs right now posted some jobs posted in Indonesian still, right? But I'm talking about like I don't know if we do have Indonesian language a grammar check, like a spell check. I don't know if that exists, but because I haven't used Indonesian language for my resume for a long time, I don't know if I ever even use it, but I don't remember. But again, yeah, grammar check is very important. Capitalization. So what is capitalization? Just okay, let me chat it here. hold on a second, how to stop this. Okay. All right. I'm writing on the chat. Okay. Who can tell me what is the differences between sentence case and title case? We're talking about capitalization here.
Sentence case. Maybe I could try to answer, ma'am.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sentence case is like a sentence that have the capitalization on not all of the word, but in the front of the sentence and in the name or the place name that require to capitalization. And the title case is you have to capitalize all of the word, like maybe like the title sang Koreang membeli timun, anggaplah seperti itu. So we have to capitalize each of the first word of each sentences.
Okay, do you want to type on the meeting chat? Like sentence case, what is this? Give us an example. Sentence case and title case. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, while we're waiting, so you know that these days you have all the information on your hands, so you can always Google it. Yeah, correct. Thank you. Yeah, so the way I say it, I do this. This is okay. So yeah, that is correct. Yeah, thank you. Okay, let's go back. Oh, I found my Zoom meeting. Okay, let's share again my screen. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm having problem with my, hold on a second. All right, so we go to the linguistic already. Punctuation, that is very important too. So, you know, when you make a list, if you have period at the end, so everything also the same, right? So if you don't use period, then it's fine. Maybe your title, your job title, you don't use a period, then everything is not using period, something like that. Okay, so needs to be consistent. This is the most important part, is scannable. Okay, so try to avoid any tables and text boxes, because it's hard to scan with the software. All right, so if everyone has an access to with another device, you want to Google this ATS software. So those are software that are being used with by the companies to scan your resume. And no charts and symbols. So if you want to say good, just say good. You don't need to put memoji. Okay, if you put emoji, smiley face, it doesn't work that way. Okay, and then we don't need charts. We don't need because it's not scannable. And the expected headings. what is expected heading? For example, in the resume, you know, like you have a summary of your qualification, like your highlights, and then work experience. Don't try to be creative. Like instead of work experience, you put like, because you want to be creative, you put like my, not history, my records, like things like words that are not common. Okay, so use headings that are common, like summary, work experience, or work history, education, um, awards, honors, you know, all these headings that I shared with you earlier. So use those headings. Dates. When you put dates, if you put everything listed, like your job title and everything on the left, like a line in left side, the dates you can do it in right. Why? Because it's readable, you know. And then the second one is do not include references. So like if you have like a references from your professors or from previous bosses or managers or HR or anything like that, please do not include in the resume. This needs to be like in a separate document. Okay. Try to utilize your resume with, like, resume is your showcase, you know, like it's your marketing tool. Like just try to use it in one page to showcase everything that you got, match with what the job needs. And do not include your personal information, like marital status, you know, something like that. And then also pictures and headshots. So this is like when I created this slide, I was like a debating. So can anyone help me here? Are you required to include pictures or your headshot in the your curriculum vitae or resume in Indonesia? No? Okay. All right. So I know in the past, I remember when I applied for job a long time ago, maybe 20 years ago. Um, you know, back in the days, we didn't like, we had limited information and nobody told us about how to create resume or curriculum vitae. I remember that we need to include our photo, you know, like our picture. I think because back in the days, um, we didn't have a software, or the companies maybe didn't even have like a website you know, that we applied for, and then they don't know how to find people, and then there was no Facebook, there was no LinkedIn, so they need your picture or headshot. But these days, yeah, do not include the picture of or headshots. All right, exciting. So now Q&A. Before moving there, I have some references here that I want to share with you. All right. I think that's it. Do you have any question or anything before we move to example of the resume?
I have a question.
Yeah.
I think that leadership skill is used for every work, right? But uh, you said that sometimes when the experience is not relevant, if, for example, the Independence Day organization like that, but if we are the head of the organization, is it okay to include that experience in our resume? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for asking, Brigitta. And then nowadays, I'll give the turn after this. So yeah, good question. So for example, you are the leader, right? You want to showcase, hey, this is what is it, what a committee, right? Like you are the chief of committee, or you're the president of the committee, or like Independence Day festival or something. Yeah, you can, but again, you need to describe it. You need to add. So let's go to the job list right now. Brigitta, do you have any company or any role in mind that you want to apply for? Like
Actually,
what do you
business
want to be? Business?
development.
Business development job. Okay. All right. So um okay, so I found a job here. Okay. Let me share my screen. Um okay. All right, you see my screen, right? For example, this is what you're applying, right, Brigitta? Strategy and Business Development Manager, right? So you want to apply this, and then you see the job highlights, the qualifications, the job descriptions. So take a look at this. Look, job description and requirements. This is the keyword. So where to find the look. So here, primary license, right? You can use it because you were like the primary license. And then what, network, right? You did the networking. There's a lot of things that you can leverage with that with the keyword, using these keywords. Okay, so yeah, you can use it as long as you can match with the keywords. Okay,
Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, is that not notice? You have question?
Yes, ma'am. It's
Mhm.
about the number. I have heard that the HR like the number things on ours and the CV requirement. But what if we don't improve the company significantly? Like we just only work in a short time, like 3 months or maybe 4 months, that do not improving the company significantly. So or maybe we work at the short time and it decreased. So how we write it on our CV, ma'am? We still have to write it even it just 0.5% or
So yeah, do not include it.
oh
If it's not accomplishment, if you just like do like a 0%, it's nothing. Why would you even bother to do it? Okay, so but there is another way, because it's a short term, like a 3 months, right? So I don't have the numbers. So okay, let's say in 3 months you had like a job internship, right? Internship somewhere, and find the other keywords, Norris. Like if you cannot like try to make okay, in 3 months, okay, you mentioned like in 3 months I couldn't improve the sales, for example, but what did you achieve? Like what did you accomplish? Like if you couldn't do, like you couldn't achieve the target, for example sales target, something else, for example teamwork, maybe you build, you what is it, you build from scratch, something like that. So of course 3 months is a short term, right? Because you were like a lead that to build a new group, for example a new team, a new division that start from scratch. That's why you cannot put like, because it's still 0%, it's impossible in 3 months you you achieve the target, right? But what you want to showcase, hey, I built from scratch, I built the infrastructure. So it's not 0%. What you did is in the planning session. It means that you did the planning. That's your job. The execution, you didn't have time because what you did is just only in the planning. And then in the planning section, you can say, this, like, you can put the statistic, because the team was like at 0. It means didn't have any plan, didn't have any new team. And then right now you build a team. It means you achieve, you accomplish, right? Notice, does it make sense? So the
Yes,
way you the way you take a look at it is like, what was like my role in the past? Like, I didn't achieve the target 100% or 80%, the sales target, but I helped the company to build a new division. So that is like a big time when you are a part of the development, building something new. So you can put it that, like, I help you help the company to build a new division with
I
a like 100% staff. It means like the team fully staffed, like from 0 to 100% fully staffed. Make sense?
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
So
so.
I know, yeah. It's just like, believe me, writing a resume is like a full-time job, right?
Yes.
You-
Yes, that's right.
yeah. So you need to tailor them, like, oh my God, like there are so many things that you need to do. Um, yeah, I mean, you want to get that full-time job, so you need to do the work, right? So
Yeah.
even before
Yes.
you start it. All right, thank you. Does anybody have any questions? That's a good one. All right, so who wants to share? Whoever who already applied the resume, do you want to share your resume with us? And let's go through. Halim, Iqbal, 3, Anissa, and Rifki maybe? No? Are you all falling asleep? Stephanie, you're
Excuse me,
falling
ma'am.
asleep. Yeah, Halim.
Oh, yeah,
Did,
maybe I can share mine.
yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
I'm not
Can
the
you
only
see
one.
it now?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Halim. All right. Let's okay. So yeah, so from the, when you format it, thank you, Halim. So when you format your resume, it's not about like, I mean, of course, it looks pretty means not like you don't need to color if you don't want to. It's fine. Okay. So it means consistent. So I can see straightforward with my eyes that you using bold fonts for all your heading, right? And you already use the standard headings. You didn't put any crazy things like like what I mentioned before. So this is very straightforward. This is good. And from the font style, it's readable, and you don't have a crazy tables or text box. So this is scannable. All right. Remember, like that's the most important. From the layout and the linguistic, I don't know. We need to check. Then it's well, when you applied for when you submitted your resume, we did it manually. Okay, believe me or not, we don't have a software to check your resume, when so we really do that. Okay. Halim, so it's just like minor thing. If you is this the phone number, is that usually with a plus sign? It's just like minor thing. I'm just like wondering. Like the standard when you put the phone numbers, do we I
Oh,
think
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, actually, I was using, the resume generator that they have online. So I just put the
Oh,
number
they do
there,
have
and
it?
I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you
I
share the resume generator on the chat? Which one is that? I
Oh,
want
well, Actually, I use two of them. One is the resume.io and the second one is the resume.com. But the first one, the resume.io, it was
Mm.
very nice, very good, very quick for us to, add the experiences, add the summaries and etc. But we have to pay, I think it was for 23,000 rupiah, if I'm not mistaken. So we have to pay in order to download our resume for the first one.
Oh,
But the second one, we can use it for free. So yeah, I use the second
oh,
one, of
I
course.
see. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, I think because the resume. Oh, you use the second one.
Yes, the resume.com.
Okay, okay, okay. So maybe they don't know, right? Like if it's Indonesia or something, I think that's the case, right? So yeah, but it's good to know. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. Oh, that's why it looks professional. Come on, man. Thank you for,
Yeah,
Halim, that is a good thing. Like everybody here, it is okay to use software to generate your resume. That is a smart one. Okay. So in this era, these days, try to utilize technology, right? Right, Halim? Right. Let the
yeah,
technology
right.
work for us. Don't not the other way around. Okay. So, all right. Yeah, so I can see that. Yeah. Yeah, so for the dates, right? You are consistent. I guess they already have it. That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. So, oh, education. Can you scroll down? Is that me or yeah? Okay. All right. See, this is the cutoff, right? So, is it possible? So when you generate it with this what's that? The software, the online software, is it in PDF or is it like in Microsoft Word that you can edit it?
it's in PDF.
Oh, they already give it to you in PDF.
Yeah, it's in PDF, unfortunately.
Oh, so you cannot see this one, the cutoff. So because
Yeah, this one, right? The
yeah,
certificates one.
yeah. So try to put it in only one page because this is like kind of like right. So yeah. So the way it is if you scroll up, um yeah, yeah. That's the only thing. So the date, you put it underneath, right? So you can put it on the right side. The right, yeah, you can put it in the right too. So people can see it, with your dates experience. And then yeah, so this is a good to know. Maybe the resume.io, the one that paid, maybe we can download it in editable format, right? Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I
Okay.
think both of them only offers in PDF style.
But I think there
That's
is
why this
uh,
section also bothers me a lot since I cannot edit it. But it's given. We cannot edit this one. I think if we want to fix this issue, I think
yeah.
we might want to add uh, either our record on the experience or just to add one more point or one more dot in the education section. But I didn't do that. So yeah.
Yeah, maybe you so yeah. Since it's free, you just need like to. It means that you need this to fit in here. So
Yeah.
maybe the way you use, can you scroll up, please, on the experience, for example,
Yeah.
or the summary, try to make it only 2 sentences, right? And then see this one, created the structure. Okay, so for example, like this, created the structure and work program baseline of each department. It doesn't tell me anything. You know what I mean? Like this
Yeah.
one is, for example, manage 70. So maybe manage and supervise as a head of department. You can put it in the one line, you know?
Online. Yeah.
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 So and then like interact with other student. I mean, that's what you do as a president, right? So it's interact, of course,
Oh
interact,
yeah.
but you
Yeah.
know what I mean? So this can go out. Let's like take it out.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing. Yeah,
Okay.
we
You're
will
welcome.
share our feedback. We still, working on it. So yeah, thank you, Halim. Does anybody wants to share?
Okay, I will stop my screen now.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you. Yeah, go ahead, Iqbal. I love
Okay,
your
thank you.
picture, Iqbal. It's very professional.
Yeah, it was in the organization that I was in, the SOP.
Okay.
So please allow me to share screen my
Yeah.
resume that I submitted yesterday.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. You using, okay, this is good. You using heading as a capitalization, good. You put the date on the right. This is what I meant. Halim, when I said like the dates of it's on the right, align in right. This is what I meant. So we usually do this because like I think I don't know. It's just like a recruiting things. Like recruiters use the right line because they just want to check the dates. It's easier if they want to check the dates. They just see to the right side, and then they want to check the what's that? The company on the left side. Okay, so using bullet points. Can you scroll down, please? Yeah, yeah. All right. So I know that education and certification. All right. So so there are some stuff that is very specific to, is it management, latihan keterampilan?
It's like training for like a sort of like a leadership training, some sort of that.
Okay, all right. So yeah, so in the description, because this is the only thing in Indonesian, right? I mean, right now maybe if you're applying job at like global company, they don't know what it is, LKMM. You know what I mean? So you can also put like, if you can, either you put it everything in English, or you can put the description is a what is it, in English, provided is like intermediate level of training or something like that. Okay, management training, something like that.
Okay, I see.
Right? Yeah, because I'm Indonesian now, I know. But if I give this one like all this, like unit system informasi, like for example, like I ask my our peers, like who doesn't speak English, like they, or the software is in English, they're not gonna use this one, even though like you have internship with this what is it, kehumasan, right? But the software doesn't recognize unit system informasi dan kehumasan. You know what I mean? So if it's all in English, provide it all in English. Okay. Can you scroll down, Iqbal? Yeah. So this is 2 pages. So try to put 1 page. Here's the thing. I know you have so much experience, right? Like, with people, like same thing like me, like I had issue with what to put because, hey, I have so many experience. I want them to know that I'm very active person and blah, blah, blah. Here's what I suggest you, Iqbal. You have LinkedIn, right? You have
Yes, I
LinkedIn
do.
profile.
Yes, I do.
Yes, you can put LinkedIn. Or, like do you remember the website that I shared you? Um, you can showcase all your experiences over there. Here, you just see this is the bullet point. Is if only just one, you don't need to use this, the point, the yeah. Um, and you can just maybe just delete the description. It's fine, because this is like something that they can also search, right? You can do, if you want to do description, it's just 1 sentence. Okay, because we only, just remember, we only have 10-15 minutes to review. if more than 10 or 15 minutes, they're not gonna go through to the bottom of your page. Okay, so yeah, scroll down again. Yeah, so try to put it in one. I know it's hard. This is so you can write this one on your LinkedIn profile, and if you want to, you can build a web page to showcase all of this. Okay.
Okay, I see. Okay.
Yeah. You can try to put, like, for example, you join with ALSA, right? It's a ALSA.
Yeah. I joined that
So
organization.
yeah. So here's the thing. You can, for example, you've been active in ALSA as a president, and so instead of putting one by one like this, in your organization experience, you can just put organization leadership. Here, this one, ALSA Indonesia region, and then you can just put like the description like very short. So I know like you need to delete all of the other things, just put like you've been like speakers, blah 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 blah. That's it in one sentence. Okay, one or two sentence maximum, and then all the information about that. Oh, you were like a speaker in at the University of Andalas at the. This is the showcase that you can put in another web page. Okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. But it's very
Thank you so
nice
much.
that everything is clear, and you use the left align and right align for the dates. I like it too. All right. Okay, so time check. It's what time is it now over there? It's
It's
very late.
11:21.
Yeah. All right. So does anybody have any question? I is it helpful for you what I gave it today?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Um, I know we don't have much time and it's very late over there. But I shared with you already just the verb list. Oh, and then did I share with you the another one? Hold on a second. Let me share another one. So this is a Stanford University examples of resume and and um and cover letter. Oh, sorry. Here. So if you can open that, the file. So this is the last one, I promise you. Um, oh, all right. Does anyone can open the page?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. We can
Yeah.
open the
It's
link.
so see, yeah. See, it's really nice guidelines. There is a template already, right? Your name, email address, phone number, right? You just need to what is it? To replace with your information, right? So that's it. It's just very straightforward. And I forgot to mention that there are two types of resume: chronological and functional resume, right? You want to be like listed as a in chronological order or functional, or both of them. So here I'm just scrolling down because you have the access to the page. There's also for police also here. So I like to go to, if like just Google it, career center, um the top university. You want to go to Harvard, Stanford, like UC Berkeley, UC Davis, all this UC. They have a really, really good source resources that you can do, and they have videos too that you can watch. See, something like this, right? It's very simple, straightforward. Um, and then yeah, see, like they always put numbers, right? Iqbal, I see numbers too in your resume. That it's good. And Halim, I saw a couple of numbers, so that's good. So again, a statistic. And this is the functional resume. This is like just to address that. Usually we use this when you have like limited what's that timeline? Like the one that 3 months. Like for example, I only have like 2 months here, 3 months here because I do freelancing. This is a good one. Like because when you put it in chronological order, it's gonna be like a separated, right? So you have the same skills for all the jobs. It's just like because you've been freelancing, it's only 2 months here, 3 months there, 1 month here. So it's better to put it using functional. So you want to use the different descriptive heading here, like researching, organizing, and supervising, something like this. Okay, and especially you don't. This is for somebody that don't have that much experience, like time wise. All right. Okay. So I guess that's it for now. And again, thank you. Anything that you want to say, or speak up now or never? No? All right. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your weekend, and have fun with your family. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a good night.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Have a nice day.
You too. Bye
Thank you so much,
bye.
ma'am.
Yeah. Bye. Thank you.